Iran gears up for high-stakes diplomacy amid tension with U.S. Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates U.S. its nuclear deal with world powers unravels amid heightened tensions with the United States. Iran will see a week of high-stakes diplomacy capped by the first visit of a Japanese prime minister to Tehran since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Shinzo Abe will arrive on Wednesday in Iran after earlier meeting with President Trump, whose maximalist approach toward the Islamic Republic has seen America reimpose sanctions once lifted by the 2015 accord and create far-reaching newer ones. German Foreign Minister what Abe will be able to accomplish remains unclear, as Iran already has warned Europe it will begin enrichment of uranium closer to weapons-grade levels by July 7 if it doesn't come up with new terms to the deal. It also comes as, but Abe, whose nation relies heavily on Mideast crude oil to power its economy, already has acknowledged the challenge. Between Japan and the United States, there should be close collaboration so that this tension surrounding Iran should be mitigated and alleviated, and it shouldn't culminate in armed conflict, Abe said in a May news conference with Trump in Tokyo. The current crisis, which has seen the United States hurry an aircraft carrier strike Group and B-52 bombers in the region, takes root in Trump's decision last year to withdraw America from the nuclear deal. That accord saw Trump, in withdrawing from the deal, pointed to the accord not limiting Iran's ballistic missile program, nor addressing what American officials describe as Tehran's malign influence across the wider Mideast. Those who struck the deal, some members of Trump's administration, particularly National Security Advisor John Bolton, previously supported the overthrow of Iran's government. Trump, I am not looking to hurt Iran at all. I am looking to have. The reaction has been mixed in Iran. It's real currency. Japan had once purchased Iranian oil, but it has now stopped over American sanctions. However, Abe will arrive Wednesday to Tehran and will stay through Friday, Iran's state-run IRNA news agency reported on Sunday. Japanese Foreign Zarif, speaking at a high school in Tehran on Sunday, welcomed Abe's visit, but stressed Trump had engaged in an economic war against Iran through the imposition of sanctions. We have said it clearly that economic war is not different from a military war at all. Mr. Trump has. Meanwhile, Iran on Sunday announced what it described as a new surface-to-air missile battery it called the Khordad-15. The system uses. The revealing of the missiles comes as the USS Abraham Lincoln, the aircraft carrier ordered to the region, remains in the Arabian Sea. It has yet to ahead of Abe, German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas will visit Tehran on Monday. Germany is one of. Maas visited both Jordan and the United Arab Emirates on Sunday. Speaking in Abu, we want to avoid any misunderstandings that would lead to automatic reactions that could lead to violence, Maas said. All those involved. He also stressed that Germany would not accept less for less in any negotiations over saving Iran's nuclear deal. However, any attempt to make this agreement successful, we think, needs all countries of the region to be a part of it, Sheikh Abdullah said. Maas quickly left after the news conference, not pausing to shake hands with Sheikh Abdullah and passing in front of him on his way out.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up